The Golden Honey. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest filled with whispering trees and sparkling streams, there lived a little bear named Benny. Benny was a curious cub with a nose for adventure and a deep love for honey. Not just any honey, but the sweetest honey in the whole wide forest. One bright morning, Benny woke up with a rumble in his tummy and a sparkle in his eyes. Today was the day he would go on a grand adventure to find the sweetest honey ever tasted. With a determined nod to himself, he packed a small bag with essentials and set off, humming a tune of excitement and anticipation. Benny's first stop was near the babbling brook, where Mrs. Beehive and her buzzing family lived. "Excuse me, Mrs. Beehive," Benny called out politely. "I'm on a hunt for the sweetest honey in the forest. Do you have some I could try?" Mrs. Beehive, who was very proud of her honey, buzzed happily and offered Benny a taste. The honey was sweet and golden, like the warm sun on a clear day. Benny thanked her with a smile, but he knew his quest was not yet over. He had heard legends of even sweeter honey hidden within the forest. His journey took him next to the top of the windy hill, where the flowers danced in the breeze and the sun kissed the earth. Here, he met Mr. Bumble, a bee with the fluffiest yellow stripes Benny had ever seen. Mr. Bumble boasted of his honey, collected from the rarest flowers. Benny tasted the honey, and indeed, it was like a burst of flowers in his mouth, sweeter than Mrs. Beehive's. But Benny's heart told him his quest was not yet complete. With a polite thank you, Benny ventured deeper into the forest, guided by whispers of a mystical place where the sweetest honey flowed like rivers. The journey was long, and Benny's paws grew tired, but his spirit was as strong as ever. Finally, as the sun dipped low, casting a golden glow through the trees, Benny stumbled upon a clearing unlike any he had seen before. In the center stood the grand oak, its branches stretching high into the sky, touching the clouds. And there, glimmering in the last light of day, was a hive of pure gold, dripping with the most luscious glowing honey Benny had ever seen. Benny's eyes widened in wonder. The bees here were gentle, and they allowed Benny to taste the golden honey. As it touched his tongue, Benny knew his quest was complete. This was the sweetest honey in the world, a taste of pure joy and sunshine, of flowers and dreams. With a heart full of gratitude, Benny realized it wasn't just the honey that made his adventure sweet, but the journey itself, the friends he met, and the lessons he learned. He understood that sweetness comes not just from the taste of honey, but from the love and kindness shared along the way. Benny made his way back home, his bag a little heavier with honey and his heart full of memories. He knew he would never forget his adventure or the sweet taste of discovery. And from that day on, Benny shared his honey with all his friends in the forest, telling them stories of his journey and teaching them that the sweetest things in life are those that are searched for with courage and shared with love. And so, in the heart of the forest, life was sweet, not just for Benny, but for all who lived there, for they knew the secret of the sweetest honey was not just in its taste, but in the joy of the adventure and the warmth of friendship. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.